Pizza time.
The Amazing Spider-Man is the second best Spider-Man movie that Spider-Man ever made, only behind this one.
Protected you in high school, now I'm gonna kick your little ass.
Since its release in 2012, critics and fans alike have asked the question,
why does this movie even exist?
in this pointless remake of an IP, Peter Parker, played by Andrew Garfield, who is a good actor, but he's absolutely miscast in this role, is an outcast loser who lives with his aunt and uncle, has no friends, and gets bullied by 30-year-olds. What a loser. So it's the exact same as the original? Okay. Damn. Quality in this camera sucks shit. Much better. Thankfully, director Mark Webb and his band of 3 dumbass writers differentiate this iteration of the character by making him a skateboarder. But other than that, it's the same. The movie starts with Peter taking pictures of popular actress Emma Stone. Wow, what a great way to make the audience like the main character. By making him a creepy stalker. Then we have this stupid interaction that lets the audience know that the weird nerdy kid is also awkward and has no social skills. Where Emma Stone lets Peter know what his name is.
What's your name?
You don't know my name?
No, I know your name. I just want to know if you know your name.
So after this, we go back to directly copying the original Spider-Man, where Peter gets bitten by a radioactive spider and Uncle Ben gets shot. Thankfully, before he died, Uncle Ben was able to deliver the great power, great responsibility speech without just copying it word for word from the original.
He believed that if you could do good things for other people, you had a moral obligation to do those things. That's what's at stake here. Not choice, responsibility.
Wow, how inspiring. And then this Deathly Hallows looking dude, Dr. Connors, played by Rhys Ifans, wants to regrow his arm, so he becomes a lizard man, and he becomes a bad guy. And his evil plan is to turn people into giant lizards. So the conflict of this movie is that Peter has to fight the lizard to stop him from turning everyone in New York into lizard people. Alright, if you can't see what I'm getting at, this movie is an absolute mess. Despite ripping off everything from the original movie, it is in every way worse. And this is why. The story is awful. It's just bad. There's just so many moments where some random thing just happens for no reason, and you're just left questioning, why did that happen? And then it's on to the next scene where the exact same thing happens, and you're just like, you're like me, you're like, huh? Ooh, huh? The tone is inconsistent as all hell. Sometimes it's serious, but then sometimes it's really funny, but then sometimes it's a romantic movie, but then sometimes it's a scary movie, and there's no balance between it, so you're just thrown all over the place willy-nilly. The cinematography is okay, I guess. There are definitely good shots in there, but then there are other shots that are just so dark that it looks like it's a mistake. And then there are shots that are worse composed than what's going on here right now. This is awful, but it's still somehow better than some of the shots in a $200 million movie. The characters are all one note. None of them change throughout the entire movie. Peter Parker, the main character of a movie, is the same person at the beginning of the movie as he is at the end of the movie. The only difference is that he's Spider-Man now. The screenplay sucks. The editing sucks. The pacing sucks. Characters show up for 5 minutes and then leave for the rest of the movie, or show up only when the plot needs them to. Like the crane guy. Do you remember the crane guy? No, you don't. But the worst thing about this movie is that nobody cares about it in the entire world. No human likes this movie enough where they'll defend it against any other Spider-Man movie. No one cares about it. It is dead. It is a dead movie. There is no iconography from this movie. Have you noticed that everything in the background that I've had has had nothing to do with The Amazing Spider-Man? It's because there's no pictures I can put in the background where you'll know what I'm talking about. Like this. I don't even know what this is. I just found this. But it's better than anything else from The Amazing Spider-Man. This is awful. This is a tragedy behind me, and it's better. So yeah, a movie can be bad, sure. But what's worse than being a bad movie? Being a forgettable movie.
Sitting by my window, watching the moonlight in my home. Suddenly my mind running out to.
So with that being said, I give The Amazing Spider-Man a 4 out of 10. You suck and I hate you.